Hey friends, this is Karen from Blue Rooster Farm, and today I'm in my sewing room and I'm about ready to share with you a new subscription box that I just received. If you want to see this new subscription box, stick around. Thanks for sticking around. So as you see in the intro, I have just received a new subscription box. And this is one that the owner reached out and asked me if I would open one on my channel and share with you the contents. And it is Open Gate Quilts. And I have seen this subscription box on several of the channels that I watch on quilting, and so I've always enjoyed watching the box opening, and many of the people who I watch open this subscription box are really happy with the contents and they really like this. In fact, this is one of their favorites. So I was very eager when she reached out and said, would you mind sharing my subscription box with your audience and your viewers? I said, sure, I'd love to. So I have received this box free and I can't wait to open it and show you what's inside. Now the subscription box, I went to her website and I'll put a link to it in my description box below, is $47 per subscription box, and it's monthly. And that doesn't include shipping, so you'll be paying shipping too. So I am just gonna pop this open. It looks like she's based out of Illinois. Okay, and so when you open this box, very pretty opening it. And it's got a pretty block right there and it says Open Gate Quilt Box. And so that's what this box is called. And in the top there, she has a little note. This is very nice, and I will put the link for her site in my description box below. So there's a nice card from Monique, and she's the owner, if I haven't said that already. And like I said, it's just a really pretty box to open. And one thing I like about these subscription boxes is it's kind of like opening a gift every month because you don't know what's in it. So let's see what's in it here. So in the top here, ooh, there's some pretty fabric. So in the top here, we have a description, it looks like, as to what's in the box. And I did go on her website and get an idea of what was in it monthly. And it looks like each month they put in 2 projects. And it seemed like most of the things you would need to complete those projects were included in the box. There may be a few things here and there that you would need, but a large amount of the things that you're going to need are included. It also sounded like, yes, I just looked at this note thing. There's Aurifil thread. There's always 1 spool of Aurifil thread that is included. And if you've watched my other box openings or hear me talk, I really like Aurifil thread, but it is more expensive. And since I go through so much thread in my projects, that's one thing that I've not splurged on. I'd rather have the pretty fabric and the less expensive thread, but I enjoy using Aurifil, and I'm getting a nice little collection because it's perfect for me for top stitching, applique, or even sewing on binding when I have to match the binding thread with the binding. So let's see what we got. So let's just start with project 1, and she's got everything really nicely labeled. Let me find this one right here. This project 1 is called Blooming Flowers. It features fabric from Sagewood by Moda Fabrics. includes fabric for a quilt top and binding, as well as full color pattern, picture, and fusible webbing. So here is, we've got several beautiful fabrics. Oh my goodness, this is pretty. Okay, so here is part of the collection, and she's got it laid out really nicely. And I'll open this up. And it looks like the pattern is really pretty too. Let me see if I can cover up some of this. Let's just use the back of this, yeah. Well, so there is what the project is going to look like. It says blooming, and there's 4 blocks, and they're all flower blocks. So pretty. Okay, let's open this up. Let's see if I can open it without destroying everything. Let me grab the corner here. Ooh, they're so soft too. So here's the fabrics. Little flowers of hot pink and yellow on a dark black background. This is just a nice cream color. I'm wondering if it's not going to be some of the background. Oh, and this is cute. Dragonflies. Look at that. And pretty pink flowers on lighter pink. This is a really pretty fabric right here. This would make such a pretty bag or project holder. It's kind of a fuchsia burgundy background with pink and yellow flowers. And this caught my eye. This dark teal background with all the different flowers. Isn't that pretty? A little bit of green. A pretty, this one matched the other, let's see, the other one was the black background, and so that matches it. And this is a light pink petals on a darker pink. And this is a really rich color here, dark teal with kind of a green and pink incorporated into it. And then this one, look at this. I think I have a shirt that might match this. Black background and those flowers pop. Very pretty. Very pretty. And each piece of fabric is a different size. Those aren't fat quarters or fat eighths. They're all different sizes depending on what the cut is that you're making with it. So we've got all of that. And I'm just going to pull the pattern out and see if there's anything on there that I can show you. Oh, and then there's some fusible, I guess, webbing. And this is probably, I think the letters may be applique. So let me just fold this so you can get a better look at it. Yes, they're applique letters. She's giving you the printout so that you can cut the fabric. So here's a better view of that pattern. Isn't that pretty? One of them has a white background and one of them has a cream background. And it seems like most everything else is very similar. Some of the fabrics are just located in a different spot. So very pretty. So that was project, oh, and there's something else with this one. So you also get the backing. So you even get the backing, and that is a nice, pretty color. That is like a fuchsia with a yellow and green accent. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if the camera can pick up all the colors as well. Very pretty. So you even get the backing. That is really nice. Most of the time you just get, in subscription boxes, you'll just get the fabric, and you'll have to buy the background and the backing. But this one looks like it's included. So that is really neat. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. I'll package it back up neatly after a while. And let me get my next sheet here. Okay, project number 2 is a small reusable grocery bag. It features fabric from In the Thicket by Studio E Fabrics. It includes fabric for the bag, elastic, full color pattern, and pictures. So here it is right here. And this is the fabric that I said, oh, that's cute. Little strawberries. I love strawberries. And then you can see, let's see if I can pull, you've got a little piece of elastic for it. And the bag looks like, I want to show you a picture of it without giving away the pattern. There is the bag right there. And the piece of elastic is actually used so that you can roll it up. You can roll it up. Let's see if I can get the glare off. And you can roll it in a little roll and put the elastic around it so it doesn't take up space. And that way it's easy to tuck away, and when you need it, just open it up and you've got a great little bag. Beautiful. Let's see what the size is. The size is 9 by 14. 9 by 14. Nice size. All right, that is real cute. That fabric, just love it. Everything you need right there for that project. So I guess the nice thing that people really like about this is that you can just open the box and start sewing. You've got everything you need to make the project. And that is nice. The next thing is the notion of the month. So I guess there's a notion every month as well. And this is ThimTech thimble tape. Okay, and it's this right here. And let's see what it is. Unroll at least 10 to 12 inches of the tape off the roll, or cut or tear your unrolled piece of tape from the roll. After you've cut it, don't forget to fold the edge of the tape back so you can open it up easy. Let's see, I've got to open it up to read the rest. Start wrapping the tape around your finger and nail. If you have longer nails or a manicure, just apply slight tension to the tape and wrap it around your finger. Get all the protection you need without cutting off your circulation. After the wrap, squeeze tape around your finger to mold it to your finger. Okay, so I see what they're using. This is used as a thimble, and it appears to be very similar to the tape you use for sprained ankles, the medical tape. And what you do, let's see if I can get an end started. what you do is you take a piece of it like this. Actually, it's got a little bit of a different texture. It's gauzy, but it has kind of like a waxy texture. And I guess you just wrap it around your finger as many times as you need. And I'm just doing it roughly. And you'll do it so that it stays on your finger, and then that will give you what you need to keep from pushing your pin into your finger so often that you start getting a blister. So makes a little thimble and can be used quite a bit because there's a lot of tape on here. So that is really cool. And if I know my sewers and my quilters, there's probably other uses for this. And they will figure that out. So that's great, especially when you're binding, when you're doing hand binding or hand applique or embroidery, any of those things where, or hand quilting, any of those things where you're actually hand sewing. So that was our notion of the month. Again, ThimTech thimble tape. That's hard to say. The next is our Aurifil thread, and this is 50 weight color 2000 cream. And this is just a nice neutral color that I think is perfect, can be used with anything. And so that goes into my collection. And of course it can be used for the projects here. And then you have Open Gates pattern. And this one is called, make sure, flower baskets. And this is really pretty. This is really pretty. It's a 40.5 inch square. And it tells you the fabric requirements that you can purchase to make this. And this is designed by Monique. She designs her own patterns, and I know she has a lot of her patterns for sale, if not all of them, on her website. Then there can be some add-ons, and these cost a little extra, and I can see that she included these add-ons. Fat Quarter Stash Buster. For an additional $12, you receive 4 coordinating fat quarters and a fat quarter pattern. This month's fabrics are light beiges, dusty blue, and red. It's this right here, and there's a pattern in there, and these are pretty. They are patriotic too, if you'd like to make something patriotic with them. So you have that pretty one. And these are fat quarters. This is really cute. I love this one. Very old looking, very pretty. I'll make it a mess. And this pretty light dusty blue. Isn't that pretty? And then the pattern that you can make, let's see here what it says. It needs 4 fat quarters and 3/4 yards of backing fabric. It will make a 20 3/4 inch by 25.5 inch. So kind of like a table topper or a wall hanging. And you've got the directions here. It's called Apple Pie and Baseball. And this is just really cute. That's it right there. So there is another project. If you want to add $12, you can get the fat quarter add-on, which includes 4 fat quarters and a pattern. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, also she says that this is $12 for the add-ons when you have the subscription box, but if you purchase these fat quarters just by themselves on the website, she's charging $16. Okay, So if you want this but not the subscription box, they're $16. But when you add it to your subscription box, you save $4. And she talks about some new add-ons in the works. She talks about having a class, and she does some Zoom links, and very clear on everything that's in the box. Looks like that. And this is included in every box, not just mine. So all in all, what do you think? We had everything to make, and I don't think I told you the size of this. This is 15 inches by 42.5 inches. It would be great on a door. You can use it as a runner. You can use it as a wall hanging. So we had everything to make that. We had a little project for a reusable grocery bag. We had our Aurifil thread and the Thimtech thimble tape right there. And then for $12 more, we got the add-on for fat quarters and a pattern using these 4 fat quarters. So, oh, and this was the pattern that you also received, and just could use that with whatever fabrics you have. So what do you think? $47 plus shipping. Did you like it? I really like it. I like all the fabric, very pretty, and I like all the patterns. So I think this is a very nice subscription box. And from the ones that I've seen in the past, I think they're all very nice. If you don't like surprises, you know, you don't want to do a subscription box. If you enjoy surprises and you sometimes get things out of your comfort level, you will love this. It is very fun, and I can't wait to make something. So I just want to thank Monique for reaching out to me and asking if I would share her subscription box. It is a wonderful subscription box, and I hope there are viewers out there who will go ahead and subscribe and get one for themselves. Again, I have her link in the description box below so that you can order if you'd like, or just check out her store. So thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great day. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. If you enjoy box openings, I do another subscription box, so just check out my channel, Blue Rooster Farm, and see all the different things that I do. I really enjoy being here with you and sharing with you sewing, creativity, cooking, any of those things that we do here on the farm. So thanks for watching and have a great week.